There she get.
I have to give her the award.
Do a picture. Okay. And you spelled the name right.
It says the Ralph L. Kushner Community Service Award is proudly presented to Ethel Melzer, June 22nd, 2023, in recognition of over 60 years as an outstanding volunteer, community leader, and past president of the Jewish Community Center of Greater Buffalo.
Okay, I guess they saved the best for last. I won't talk too long because everybody's probably hungry and wants to have some more wine. Thank you to David Firestein and Jody. Fabulous, fabulous. And thank you, Sue. You can all hear me? Thank you to the Jewish Center for the Kushner Volunteer Services Award. I knew Ralph very well. We used to sit together at center board meetings. He was the consummate volunteer, not only working on committees himself, but recruiting others to be volunteers as well. He was a wonderful gentleman. I can't tell you how appropriate it is for me to be given this award in the city at 787 Delaware, for this is where I first began to volunteer at the Jewish Center. I must say, it certainly looked very different, very different. But doesn't it look great now? The Jewish Community Center, as you heard, has been a part of my life for many, many years. I've been active in many other Jewish and non-Jewish organizations, but the JCC has always been my constant priority. It's where my heart lies. Like many of you, I began to volunteer on committees that involved my children's activities. Our children, Marcy and Richard, who are both here tonight, went to Camp Centerland at a young age in the 1960s. So it was natural for me to become a member of the day camp committee. Before I knew it, I was the chairman. And I went on to the Jewish Center Board of Directors. It was 1962. Some of you weren't even around at that time. When the children became overnight campers, I got active in Camp Lakeland. Again, before long, I was nominated to lead the Lakeland Association Board of Directors. The camp, which was established in 1910 as the Jewish Fresh Air Camp, was then an independent agency owned and operated by our federation. When the Angola site was bought by New York State in 1970, we quickly moved to Franklinville. Some of you might remember and were campers out at both Angola and Franklinville. In 1972, the camp director resigned. I was stuck. With the help of several community professionals and some very prominent lay leaders, I was able to orchestrate the inclusion of Camp Lakeland into the Jewish Center. It became the resident overnight camp of our JCC. My following appointment as Vice President of Camping Services required me to serve another 2 terms on the JCC board. One thing led to another, and in 1978, it was my honor to be elected president of the Jewish Community Center. As the first woman to serve in that role, I'm pleased to say that Risa Kulik, Deborah Chernoff, Sue Freed, and our dear Gretchen Gross of blessed memory have all followed in my footsteps. Of course, there have also been many wonderful men who served as president of the JCC, who both preceded and who followed us. I just have to say a little something about volunteerism itself. because volunteerism has certainly changed over my lifetime. For example, in 1976, it was necessary to recruit hundreds of volunteers for the center's week-long Israel Expo program. We were able to sign up men, women, and teenagers from every sector of the Jewish community to work on the project. I sincerely doubt if that could happen today. Where did everyone go? Well, women are now in the workplace, the pool of candidates has diminished, priorities have changed, and men today are often too busy with work and family to volunteer. Most of you know that being a volunteer takes time, money, and commitment, but I hope you will all agree the benefits are huge. The people you meet, the places you go, the things you learn, all enrich your life and give you purpose. That certainly has been the case in my own life. We all need mentors and boosters who help make our volunteer careers flourish. But the most important ones are the family members at home. They give us their blessings and their understanding. And speaking of blessings and understanding, today, June 22nd, would have been my dear husband Dick Melzer's 97th birthday. He was always my biggest fan. I know he's watching from somewhere, is very proud of me, and is very grateful to the Jewish Community Center. I thank you all again for the Ralph Kushner Community Services Award.